The sun is setting on the beach, and while it does that, I will be training planche. Going to preface this workout with the goal. So the sun's setting, so I'm aiming to train in the sun because it's winter in Australia, so I want to stay warm. The aim in terms of the exercises is I want to maintain and improve the planche strength by doing positions I've already done before, and now that I'm in the open, I had the opportunity to train that skill, which was pike pull through or L-sit pull through, which I did in the last episode, and then opened up into straddle and finished the movement up in handstand. I have the open area to explore that a bit more, so I will be aiming to do those two things: get some solid planche work and explore that pike pull through, opens up into straddle position. Let's get the training going because the sun sets pretty fast around this time of year. That was a little tuck planche. Always start the session off with the handstands and a tuck planche because the handstand covers everything. Solid body position from pointed toes through to even your neck to a lesser degree, but everything's tensed, everything's activated. And then with a tuck planche, because it's the most basic form of planche and it's more specific than the handstand can get to the biceps. And it just makes me think how the older I get, the more important warm-ups are, and it's important to know that even at a young age, I think. And so many people overlook it because when you're young, you hang around with other young people, and you also ironically are less patient when you're younger, and you tend to skip the warm-up. And it's encouraged because when you're young, you're more supple and you bounce back from injury and stuff, and you can get away with it. But I've seen people where, well, it's happened to me actually, but you also see people that live that mentality, and then as they get older, that's when all the injuries just start to pile up. And it also says something about youth, where when you're young, and I'm 27, so I still think I am young, but I'm talking like 15-year-olds, you know, when they really start to develop that ego, 15-year-olds through to like 25-year-olds where, you know, the world's your oyster physically. There's something to be said where at that age, most guys have the potential to get good at a physical activity to a above average degree, get big, get muscly. And there's a reason why, say, to a coach that's been through it all, they see that kind of physical specimen, like a muscular guy that's 20 years old and keen, and they're not immediately impressed because they need to be able to show what they can do. Are they first in the gym and last to leave? Do they place emphasis on a warm-up? Do they ask questions and want to learn how to get better throughout practice, throughout training? And that's what matters, because all these young guys can get big and be a beast for that youthful part of their lives, but what actually would make a champion or make you great at something or give you longevity is all the other things that I mentioned that you don't see on the surface of young guys that are just muscular or look physically impressive. So that's just something I've been thinking about lately, because I'm just placing more and more emphasis on warm-up, on basics, on mobility. Even with the martial arts that I've started doing, I know that to be the best, you want to do it for, you know, as many days as you can throughout the week. But given longevity is a huge goal of mine, I can't do it every day because it's physical contact and the injuries are so much higher, they've increased that much more with self-defense martial arts training compared to bodyweight training, that I care about the longevity of it so much that I'm happy to take that slower, patient approach to learning, doing it, say, 2 times a week, which I am, as opposed to smashing it every day, which the young guys can do, but wait till they get older. Yeah, I mean, this idea clashes with other thoughts I have about how to train for skill acquisition, but that's just a thought I've been having at the moment. That was the last I'll do in prep for these pike open up to straddle thingies. And now I'm going to experiment up to 3 to 5 reps or sets, 1 rep per set, so same thing. And depending on how it feels will depend what I discover and what we explore. I'm not feeling too strong, but you can never really gauge the warm-up as a precursor for predictability for how you'll do in the actual workout. I might have a crappy workout but have a crappy warm-up but have a great workout, or vice versa. So let's just see how it feels. I'm going to have about a 2-minute break and then we'll see how it opens up in real time. So I checked that out. I'm pretty happy with that. I just don't like the leg bend. I'm actually really happy with that. I just don't like the leg bend, obviously. So I'm going to try and fix that up. And I'm just trying to think of another angle that would be the most telling of what else I need to fix. So I think I'm going to go with a front side angle. The best of both worlds for the guy that can't choose. A little bit on the front, a little bit on the side. What I was thinking that time was I want to reach that pike, pull through as high as I can and hit it, know that I'm in it, hold it for a split second or two, then open up into straddle, and that will be the perfect transition. But I don't think I can do that, or I panicked to do that, and that's why I rushed it. But don't give it too much thought, because set to set things can be different. Don't beat yourself up too much over one crappy set. That's not how you are. It doesn't represent you as a person. So I'm going to try and not rush it this time, go a bit slower. Alright. That time I was as patient as you wanted. Bitch! So why didn't you hold it? I had to have a look at that to see why am I falling, because that's 2 or 3 times now, and not only is it frustrating that I'm falling, I mean it's expected, but I'm getting frustrated by it. I don't like that I'm falling, because I've actually put into my head that each time I get it I do the pike negative back down. So I feel like every time I fall, even though I was under the assumption I was doing it right, I'm getting cheated out of the sec. So I'm not getting to complete that second, not even getting to complete going up, and then I don't even get to attempt the negative. So I feel like I'm wasting energy because I'm not getting all the benefits of what I had in my mind the set would deliver. That's why I kicked the poor parallel. That's why you gotta have sturdy parallels or metal ones to deter you. So I'm going to try it again and not fall. I think why I was falling was because I was relaxing my lower back as I opened up. I need to keep it all tight. Quad cran. Alright. So I understand it a bit better now. I think what the issue is that I'm not good enough for what I want. I think that the reason why I got that one was, yes, because I was more conscious of the mistakes I'd made in the past, but also because I bent my legs a bit more, which made it easier, which could be where my ability, my skill level is at right now. Maybe not, maybe I'm just fatigued. So I'm going to finish off with one more pike press negative, try and make it really compressed, then I'll do 3 planche negatives, see where we're at, maybe the froggy, maybe the diamond, and we'll finish up the session there.